Hey everyone, Makey here with 5 new updates about the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Let's get right into it. First, let's talk about the display. According to Ice Universe, the Galaxy S25 Ultra is getting improvements in brightness, color accuracy, and viewing angles. You'd think Samsung would be using a newer M14 display panel for these upgrades, right? Well, surprisingly, they're sticking with the same M13 panel from the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Also, there's a slight chance we might face supply issues in 2025, which could make the S25 Ultra harder to get. Competitors like the iPhone 16 Pro Max and Pixel 9 Pro XL are already using the newer M14 display panels, but Samsung is sticking with last year's M13 technology to save on costs. Rawson explained that phones with advanced AI features are more expensive because they need more power, memory, and storage. So, manufacturers are cutting back in other areas, like display tech, to balance the budget. But you might wonder, if they're still using the M13 panel, can they really make those display improvements? Honestly, I'm not sure either. But interestingly, Ice Universe hasn't deleted his tweet. He usually takes down tweets if the information is wrong, so this hints that these upgrades might still make it to the S25 Ultra. Still, it's disappointing to pay a premium price and not get the latest tech, especially since the M14 panel is 20 to 30% more efficient. Moving on to the color options, we now know what to expect for the Galaxy S25, S25 Plus, and S25 Ultra. The S25 will come in Moon Night Blue, Silver Shadow, Sparkling Blue, and Sparkling Green. The S25 Plus adds Midnight Black to all the S25 colors. As for the S25 Ultra, it will be available in Titanium Black, Titanium Blue, Titanium Gray, and Titanium Silver. Keep in mind that these are the standard colors. Exclusive online options haven't been revealed yet. Next up, just a few days ago, Qualcomm officially announced the Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset, and the performance numbers were impressive. Here's one more. In a browser responsiveness test called Speedometer, the Snapdragon 8 Elite scored more than double what the S24 Ultra did, and even beat the iPhone 16 Pro Max. What does this mean? In simple terms, it means you'll have a much smoother and faster web browsing experience on the S25 Ultra compared to the S24 Ultra. Speaking of the Snapdragon 8 Elite, Ice Universe has confirmed that all models in the Galaxy S25 lineup will use it. That means no Exynos or MediaTek variants this time. Samsung is going all in with Snapdragon worldwide. With the 8 Elite's performance, that's great news. Even better, the S26 lineup will also stick with Snapdragon. However, Samsung plans to bring back Exynos chips with the S27 if they can fix their current production issues. Personally, I'm skeptical that Exynos chips will match Snapdragon, but I hope they don't drop Exynos entirely. Competition is good for pricing, and if Snapdragon has a monopoly, chip prices could go up. Now, let's talk about the Qualcomm and Arm drama that might leave Samsung without the Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset for the S25 Ultra. Qualcomm could actually lose its license to make Snapdragon chips because of a conflict with Arm over the Snapdragon 8 Elite. Qualcomm depends on ARM for the core designs in their processors. However, when Qualcomm acquired Nuvia in 2021, it caused some problems. ARM claims that Nuvia's designs couldn't be transferred under Qualcomm's existing agreement, but Qualcomm went ahead and used them anyway, saying they didn't need to negotiate a new contract. Now, ARM has given Qualcomm a 60-day notice to renegotiate or risk losing access to ARM's technology. If Qualcomm loses the case, they might not be allowed to make the Snapdragon 8 Elite or any other chips using Nuvia cores. Qualcomm claims their license covers Nuvia designs, but ARM says there's a breach, and the two are going to trial in December if they don't make a deal. If things don't work out, Samsung, OnePlus, and other brands might not get the Snapdragon 8 Elite chip for their 2025 flagship phones. However, it's unlikely that this worst-case scenario will actually happen. Qualcomm needs ARM much more than ARM needs Qualcomm. ARM can still earn revenue from companies like Apple, Nvidia, MediaTek, and others. But Qualcomm's whole business depends on making chips, and without ARM's designs, they can't make their chipsets. So it's likely that Qualcomm will agree to pay higher royalties, and both companies will settle the issue privately. Both sides might not want to admit it, but they know they need each other. If things go badly and they can't reach an agreement, it could seriously impact the whole tech industry. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.